Hello and warm welcome to join us for this edition of English News, and I'm Abdul Ahad Mohammadi. U.S. Defense Secretary Leon Panetta on Wednesday told troops during a visit to Afghanistan that the U.S.-led coalition was winning the 10-year conflict in the war-torn country. We are moving in the right direction and we are winning this very tough conflict, he told U.S. troops based in Paktika province. His two-day visit to the country comes with the United States on track to withdraw 10,000 troops this year and NATO soldiers handing security to the Afghan forces before the planned exit of all NATO combat troops in 2014. Panetta said 2014 would not mean the end of international support in Afghanistan. The senior American commander in Afghanistan said Tuesday that his plans for next year would emphasize deploying American and allied military trainers directly within Afghan security units, which could lessen the direct combat role of NATO and accelerate local forces taking the lead in a growing number of missions. The Commander General John Allen said he was also striving to consolidate security gains against Taliban forces in their traditional strongholds in the south and to counter insurgents crossing from Pakistan into volatile eastern Afghanistan. A non-Taliban commander was killed in a joint Afghan and NATO-led coalition forces operation in Kandahar on Tuesday, the provincial government said on Wednesday. Based on inaccurate intelligence reports, a joint unit of Afghan and NATO-led forces carried out an operation on Tuesday afternoon in Jiray district to capture a non-Taliban commander named Arab, the local government said in a press release on Wednesday. Arab was responsible for organizing attacks on security forces in the area, it added. Pakistan's foreign minister has blamed Afghan refugees living in her country for the assassination of former Afghan chairman of Peace Council Burhanuddin Rabbani and said they are responsible for various other problems. Pakistan should not be blamed for all the ills and criminal acts in Afghanistan, she said, while responding to Upper House of Pakistan's parliament on Tuesday. Afghan officials have said Rabbani's killing was planned in Pakistan and carried out by a Pakistani suicide bomber. Kabul recently sent an official delegation to Pakistan to investigate the killing. Pakistan will renegotiate two key agreements signed with the United States and its Western allies 9 years ago as part of a wider policy review following last month's deadly NATO airstrikes on Pakistani border post. Pak media have reported the agreements, both signed in 2002 to allow transit of supplies and logistics support for the US-led NATO forces, were considered crucial for the decade-long battle against the Taliban insurgency in Afghanistan. Iraqi Prime Minister Nouri al-Maliki has called on U.S. business leaders to invest in his country to help it recover from years of war. The call comes as the last U.S. troops prepared to pull out of Iraq. Speaking during a visit to Washington, Mr. Maliki said security had improved and corporations rather than generals were now leading Iraq's future. The U.S. currently accounts for slightly more than a tenth of total foreign investment in Iraq. Mr. Maliki is in Washington with some 40 Iraqi business leaders hoping to sign business and trade deals. Belgian police said on Wednesday they had discovered a woman's body at a cannabis warehouse used by a man who lobbed 3 hand grenades and opened fire at a crowd in central bus stop there on Tuesday, killing 4 people, wounding more than 100, and creating panic before killing himself. The deaths brought the toll to at least 5. No motive was immediately established, though the Interior Ministry said it was not related to terrorism, for which European cities have long been on alert. Russia's foreign minister says ultimatum will not help end Syria's unrest as he rebuffed calls for Moscow to join countries that have imposed sanctions on the beleaguered government of Bashar al-Assad. Speaking in Moscow after talks with his Algerian counterparts, Sergei Lavrov criticized the West for taking what he called an immoral stance on Syria. He said Western nations were heaping pressure on Assad while turning a blind eye to violent action by armed anti-government protesters. And that's all for now. Thanks for being with us.